Okay, there we go. Sorry. So hello my beautiful June bugs, it is Jitterbugs Corner here, and today I am going to be teaching you how to collect scraps to make your own vegetable stock. If you're like me and like to be frugal or get the best bang for your buck, collecting the scraps to make your own vegetable stock so you don't have to buy it and taste way better is totally worth it. This is going to take time. It just depends on how often you consume the vegetables needed for the stock. I'm going to show you two versions. Well, not show you. I'm going to tell you one easy version and I'm going to show you what I'm actually doing. So sorry for that. So, easiest version first. All you're going to need for the easy version is a gallon Ziploc bag, or you could do quart sizes if you want to do smaller batches, but for your first try I recommend just doing a gallon. And this will be able to, all of the scraps, and not all of these scraps, but all of the scraps that you put in your bag will last up to 6 months. So make sure that you label the date you start and what it's for, especially if you're really bad at organization like I am. So what you're going to need for the simple stock is the skins and ends of potatoes. Yes, the skins and the ends. The skins and ends of carrots, skins and ends of onions, and the skins and ends of garlic, and just the ends and the leaves of celery. Now, you want to use vegetables that are as fresh as possible when you're doing this stock, like when you're collecting for it. Because if you use something that's already started to spoil, you're gonna taste it. Trust me, you want to avoid that as much as possible, because then you just wasted like 3 months of work collecting these stupid scraps and then tasting a garbage stock. And we don't want that. We want it to be clean and taste nice. So those are all the things that you're going to need for the first stock, like vegetable-wise. And then once you fill up your bag, then we will continue the process. For me, with the version I'm doing, my bag's gonna be filled up in like less than a month, and I started just a few days ago. So it could take any amount of time depending on how often you eat your vegetables, at least those ones I stated for the first recipe. So it may take a little longer, but don't go past 6 months, because after that you can't use those vegetables because now they lack flavor. They are not the fresh vegetables they once were. Now they're, well, when you have meat that's frozen for too long, it gets frostbite, right? And then if you try to cook it and you do, it tastes tasteless and it's tough and no flavor is going to come out of it. The exact same thing happens with vegetables. You just can't see it as easily. So for my version that I'm doing, I'm using all kinds of vegetables. In my bag currently, I have my garlic, celery, potatoes, onions, and carrots. But I also included the skins of eggplant that I had used the other day. I'm using the skin of this sweet potato that I'm using today. There's some mushroom stems in here. There's parsley stems. There's kale stems as well. And rainbow carrots, just because I want a deep colored stock, so I don't mind the purple being in there. And you can also put zucchini stems and tops. You can put yellow squash skins and tops, butternut squash skins and tops. I wouldn't put the seeds or anything in, or anything like that in that though. Excuse me. You can use the skin of acorn squash as well. Pretty much the only things you don't want to use would be like tomatoes, cucumbers. You could really actually put leeks in here too. That would be really good. Oh shit. Anyway, you can use pretty much any vegetable except ones that have a super, super thin skin. Like zucchini has a thick enough skin to where like you can cook it and the skin doesn't disappear. It still has like a little bit of a bite to it. Tomato has too thin of a skin and it's super watery and gets really gross. Trust me, I've tried to make that in, like incorporate that in the stock, fuck that up insanely. So yeah, anyway, right now I'm about, I'd say, a quarter of the way through. And all I'm going to do is just take these vegetables that I've frozen and refreeze them, even though they haven't actually defrosted or anything like that. And then the next time that I have vegetable scraps is just throw them in here and put them back in the freezer, and then until we're full, that's all I'm going to keep doing. So when it's full, I'll actually show you guys the recipe, probably like a month or so from now, because like I said, I eat vegetables a lot. So I hope you guys appreciate this small little tip and a look into what is going to come, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!